I'm on Somenos Lake this morning. It's funny driving down here. I kind of wondered if we'd have any mist, and I'm going to try to turn the boat around here. I don't know if you can see in behind me there. The sun is just about to come up, and we've got a beautiful morning. It's clear. There's a little bit of color in the sky, not sort of much to speak of, but there is a lovely little bit of mist along the shore here, and I'm anticipating that as we move into Richard Creek that there'll be some more. I see I'm in shadow, so I'm going to keep turning around here. It actually is very lovely this morning. There's some pink in the air. It's oh my gosh, I'm going to have to take a picture here. The mist just drifting off these lilies is absolutely amazing. Wow. The pond lilies are just coming up out of the water. They're just unfurling their new leaves. So yeah, that's the thing when you're in the canoe. You just kind of have to take the moment when you have it. One of the things I really want to do today is get some pictures of the sweet gale. Sweet gale is one of my favorites. These little kind of orangey browny. I don't even know what they are. I guess they're flowers. They come out early in the season. Oh wow, that's incredible. Yeah, the sweet gale I've got here in this picture, I don't know if it'll turn out or not. There's kind of there's some right here close to me too. Wow. It's just amazing. The wind is, so not a wind, it's just a little bit of breeze is getting up now, and so most of that mist is drifting away, but there is some really early morning sun coming in. The sun's not up yet, but it's coming. It's hitting the clouds and then getting this really nice warm against the sort of the frosty morning. I'm shooting at f20, so it'll be interesting. I don't know if that'll actually, it's a pretty small opening. I'm going to open up a little bit, bring the shutter speed down. I wonder what my ISO is at, because that's on auto, that's why. Change that to 50. That'll change everything. There we go, that's better. Which means I probably be pretty grainy, those shots earlier of the sweet gale. One of the other things that I'm hoping to catch this morning, well, a couple of things. I guess I came here partly for the sweet gale. I can see it here. It's beautifully coming out, and even in this very low light of the early morning, it's catching the light, and that's what I just love about it. I'm going to try to cruise in along the shore here, and then catch that light coming in behind it. There's still some mist drifting off the weed banks here. There's a little bit of open water between the lily pads and the bushes, and I'm going to try to sneak in along there. So the other thing that I'm looking to capture, oh yeah, you can hear that behind me. That's the marsh wren, and I'm really hoping to capture some marsh wren images today. And there's one right in front of me here, and also some video if I can. I haven't tried video on the long lens, so that's something I want to try. And finally, the herons. When I was here last, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I guess it was 2 weeks ago. I really noticed there were lots of herons on Richards Creek, and of course they would leap into the air and fly as soon as they saw me coming. Oh, sweet Gale, he's so sweet. Wow. It really is. Nice. Wow. It's exactly what I was hoping for. I'm just going to pull in a little bit. So the sun is just coming up behind the sweet Gale here. And if I can stop the canoe from moving. It's really lovely. Very dark, you know, and oh, well, maybe not too bad. Probably doesn't show on there. Yeah, I just got that beautiful golden light, and just gorgeous to watch that mist drifting out of there. It's drifting right out of all these bushes and across in front of the sun. Now, of course, I'm shooting right into the sun, so whether any of that will actually show up, I think it will. I really do. It's just focusing in on that sweet Gale. Sun's getting brighter and brighter. Have to bring my shutter speed down. There's the sun right now. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, and just even here, like the lily pads catching the sun is just incredible. Wow. These few moments right at sunrise, you just, no matter where you point the camera, wow, 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 wow. Holy cow. Oh, this is better than I could have even ever hoped for. That golden morning sunlight coming in and hitting those brand new lily leaves. It's just, oh, it's indescribable. Wow. The mist is wonderful. Backlit mist. Can you get better than that? It's so golden. I can't describe it. It's beautiful. Wow, wow, wow. And through the lens, it's just, you know, it's almost too bright to look at, but when I put the lens up, it blocks out that direct sun. And so then I get the, so this, I mean, this is worth the whole trip. You can see, I don't know if you can see the landscape behind me. It's pretty gorgeous at the moment. Just being here. Wow, the light on the lilies. I mean, they're just leaves sticking out of the water, but holy cow. And it just keeps getting better. Oh, what a moment. What a privilege to be on the water at this time. So I'm just about to enter Richards Creek. And this is where last time I was here I encountered a lot of geese and some muskrats, and this morning I think is even, oh my gosh, it is just gorgeous. Wow. To back up a little bit, it's just a kind of an optimal place at which you can look right up the creek. And the mist is just incredible. Oh, there it goes. Spectacular just to be here. These ducks take off because they're sitting in amongst the weeds, so I can't see them until they take off. But I'm going to take a picture up the creek here because I didn't see the Canadian geese there. Chances are. Oh, they're coming along. Oh, there's right here. She just snuck into the bushes along the side of the creek and just easing away, watching back, easing away. And that's so typical of the marsh wren right there. They're the reason I came here this morning. So I wonder if I can get a picture. The sunlight is really nice. You've got what the marsh wrens do is they build a group of nests, and there's one right here. I might be fortunate. Yeah, he's right on the nest. So I'm going to try to get a picture. They build these little houses. He's right there. Kind of in behind the front sticks, so I can't really see it that well. But as I'm starting to say, these marsh wrens, they build nests, quite elaborate nests, all the way along. They'll build like, I don't know, 4 of them or something, and just come back with this. Yeah, I can't get the focus because it's in behind. He's been going down and getting reed. They look like reeds, and bringing them, weaving them together. It's just unfortunate I can't see him behind it. He was right out on the irises here in front of me, but probably won't come out there now. Very industrious, weaving it together in there. It comes out of cones. I'm going to keep moving. His partner is right there. so fast. I didn't get a chance to put the lens on. Well, after leaving that pair of marsh wrens, I paddled on up the creek a ways and saw lots of other wildlife. You can see here a muskrat coming out from the left-hand side there and dove just in front of the canoe. Very cool creatures, the muskrats. They are very well adapted to this environment, and they always seem to be very wet, but doesn't seem to bother them. So I enjoy seeing them. And I did make my way up looking for more marsh wrens, really trying to get some shots that capture their personality. And finally I was able to capture one that came out of the bushes here while I was taking a break from paddling, and I was able to snap this shot, and boy, I was really happy with it. It really captures the marsh wren to me. So it was a very successful day. Very happy to have caught that image, and I did keep paddling on up the creek, but by and large most of the wildlife was scared off when I came along, and I didn't really get a chance to capture an image of the herons. You can see one in the distance there, but they would always leave really quickly before I had a chance to get close enough to take their shot. I know herons do get quite used to humans if they're around them a lot, but on this somewhat remote stretch of creek, not so much. So, but that's okay. I had a really nice paddle. You can see how clear it was and how calm. So it was a really beautiful end to the day. So thank you for joining me on this trip, and if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already and like to join me on more of these trips, please do subscribe. Thanks so much, and bye for now.